Hey Virgo, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are looking at kind of you versus them energy. So if you are already in a connection, obviously it'll be that person's energy. Could also be a past person or a brand new person you may not have even met yet. If you haven't got a connection at the moment, maybe check out my most recent All Signs video where we do look at your next important connection. But I do just want to let everyone know, if you can leave a comment on one of my videos, you will go in the draw for a free personal reading. I will be drawing that when we hit 100 subscribers. I'm hoping to grow the channel just a little bit so that we can get those messages out to everyone that needs to hear them. But I really do appreciate all the likes and subscribes so far, guys. Your support has been fantastic so far, so thank you very much. But today, when we're looking at your energy, Virgo, we do have the Terra Lenormand deck. For your person's energy, I have here the Scrying Ink Lenormand, as well as the Hidden Truth Oracle, for when we do sort of want to have a bit of a look at what's going on under the surface there. But getting straight on into it today, Virgo. First of all, I will just draw some cards just for your energy alone. Anything important that may need to come out for you, Virgo. Any important messages for Virgo? Anything Virgo needs to know at this time? Okay, so we do have the bird's energy as well as the child energy, Virgo. So the bird's energy, it is kind of a conversational card. There is a lot of chatter and excitement comes through with the birds, especially with the child there. We really want to see that excitement coming through. So there might be some exciting things coming up for you at the moment, Virgo, whether you know about them already or not. But with the child, we do really get that, that innocent mindset, that, looking at the world like it's a huge adventure, being quite innocent to all the kind of more negative things, and really just sort of looking at everything with beauty and wonder and all that sort of innocence of a child's kind of thing, and maintaining that innocence when we are having conversations with people as well. So not allowing this child energy to fall into like immaturity. So being very aware of not talking in an immature manner when you are conversing with friends and family and that sort of a thing. Just a bit of a side note for some of you there. Just be careful not to fall into any sort of immature behavior or conversations, especially if someone's sort of prodding you. Sometimes, it's an instinct to sort of be a bit immature about things, but um, really maintaining that sense of innocence, and just that joy at the conversations that you are having, and just taking that joy in everything, having that excitement, and like I said, just thinking that everything's an adventure kind of vibe for you at the moment. A lot of excitement and adventure I feel for you at the moment, Virgo. So we'll see what else wants to come out when it comes to this person, Virgo, and this connection, please. Okay, and just to clarify that second card, please. Can I just get a clarity on that second card, please? Okay. I will show you that second card that I've just clarified. I want to talk about that first, Virgo, because we are seeing the mouse, and then I have that clarified by the stork energy. Okay, so I am kind of getting a bit of a comparison vibe here, so that the mouse really does talk about things in the past a lot that have sort of eaten away at you a little bit, niggled away in the back of your brain. Whereas the stork does talk about new energy and stirring up brand new things. The very first card I did have was that heart card. Okay, so we do feel it, that we're looking at matters of the heart. I feel as though this is two separate energies, though. Even though that has clarified that one, I feel as though this is actually just pointing out that, there is still a love connection from the past that, is kind of niggling away in the back of your mind a little bit, Virgo. And you feel like you lost something in a past connection, or even just the loss of that past connection. It did probably weigh quite heavily on your heart. But it's really sort of stirred up a lot of new elements for you within this new connection. I do feel as though you're kind of in this phase, Virgo, where you're kind of realizing that, the love that you had in the past is very different to this love that you've got in the present or near future there. And it's really stirred up this new type of love for you. I feel like it's just kind of reflecting on the past has stirred up, how much has changed for you, and how much things are different for you with this new connection. It's kind of that, yeah, it's kind of like a comparison sort of vibe, realizing that, the things that you thought in the past were, loving and love, they kind of maybe don't even compare to this stalk energy. This stalk energy does feel quite different. There may be a lot of similarities because this has like clarified that mouse energy. There may be a lot of similarities between the connection, but there is definitely some things to do with the way that you feel deep down in your heart space that it feels like brand new. Um, all over again to you. For some of you, this may actually be talking about reconciling with a past person, and they've just sort of stuck in your heart so much that you want to stir up a new connection all over again with this past energy. So for some of you, I feel as though we are looking at sort of a reconciliation with somebody from the past, but for others of you, I am feeling that I still am getting the vibe that for majority of you, these are actually separate, and you're just sort of using the past to guide you to the future, if that kind of makes sense, to make you realize, okay, that the things that I lost with this past connection, the love that I had with this past connection, I can have this love again, and I can stir this love up within myself in brand new ways, and bring in even more new elements of love into my heart space. So, really focusing on the new, I feel, but just reflecting on the past a little bit there, just when it comes to feelings of love and romance, and maybe even it's just talking about, the way somebody shows love to you, and you're just sort of reflecting on, the things that make you feel loved the most, out of these, if we're comparing two separate energies and two separate connections, there may be some things from that past connection that you're kind of realizing, look, I kind of do, there was a certain way that they would express love that, I kind of do rely on that to understand love within myself, and wanting to stir that same energy up within this new connection as well. So, if there is certain things for you, Virgo, that, you have kind of realized, look, I need love shown to me in this specific way, always talk to your current or future partner about that, and let them know, look, for example, if you need, if someone in the past has bought you a lot of gifts because they were thinking about you, and they saw something that you might like, just talking about that factor. You don't have to talk about your ex, but you can talk about, look, I really understood love when I saw it presented to me in this manner. All right. So just, it's a bit of an odd message there. But like I said, for some of you, this is a reconciliation with somebody from the past that has come through here. All right. So take that, like I said, there's kind of two sides. Some of the Virgos, it's going to be a reconciliation, and others of you, it is two separate energies. So, take whatever resonates for you personally, Virgo. But what we are seeing, that you actually are heading into some wonderful energy with this connection, whichever that is for you, whichever one of those that is for you. This energy is the same, and that is the lily as well as the flowers. Okay, so strong flowers, strong gift giving vibe with the flowers as well. Maybe you do need to sort of get someone to give you flowers, for you to understand love. That might be one of those things we were just sort of talking about. Excuse me, Virgo. But the lily really does talk about longevity and the long-term emotional intimacies. So creating that long-term emotional intimacy within your connection. So, talking about these sort of ways that we express love may actually be really important to help you build on that emotional intimacy that it does look like you are sort of seeing in this connection, that there is this potential for longevity and long-term connection, and there is a lot of emotional intimacy to be had within this connection. We also have the flowers, so that really does talk about giving. So like I said, it could talk about that physical gift giving type stuff as well, but just in a general sort of sense, it is that giving energy. Okay, so you really want to give to this connection long term, and you really want this person to give to you long term as well. So it's talking about that reciprocation of energy, where giving yourself to this person on a, I feel like it's on an emotional level, giving them that inner piece of you, giving them those inner emotional heart feelings, and that vibe of love, really coming through strong, that you do really need to share that with this person, and they will in return share that with you as well. It is like a reciprocal energy, but it also is that reward, so that feeling that, if you do talk, I feel like for a lot of you, if you do talk about this situation, like this, how we want to see love given to us, you definitely are going to have that mutually giving energy, where you're both really, really giving to this connection on an emotional level, on a physical, gift level, and just on that love level as well. It's a very mutual kind of energy, that one. But we'll have a look at your person's energy, Virgo, and see what's coming through from their side. This person towards our Virgos, please. This person towards our Virgos. Okay, so we do have the sun first and foremost. Okay, so there's a lot of happiness to be had within this connection. They have a lot of happiness about this connection. I also like the next card we have is the whip. So that can sometimes talk about troubles and tensions, a little bit of drama, those sorts of things. But I'm not feeling that it's a huge, fight or anything like that. It's a lot of the time, it can just be small little quarrels and that sort of a thing. But I am feeling that with right next to the sun there, what's actually happening here is that, the sun does sometimes reveal things and bring things to light. And I feel as though, this has got to do with that emotional connection talk. Okay, so if you're having a chat with this person, make sure we're not being immature like we did see with that child card, but be quite innocent and joyous towards this person when you do converse with them. But, something might come to light about this person, you know, beating themselves up about something in particular, or that may be you. They may feel as though you're beating yourself up about something, or that you're troubled by something. It's just a sort of niggly, it's background kind of energy. So they may actually be picking up on that mouse energy coming through, that you are still sort of have got something niggling away in the back of your mind, and that you have got your thoughts sort of on a past thing at the moment. So just be aware that, they're picking up on that energy, all right, and they're kind of wanting you to reveal to them what that's about, why they are picking up on that energy, and just have that chat, because we do see the sun, so a lot of happiness coming from your person, as well as the key. All right, so they definitely see a lot of success and they're ready to open these new doors. I feel like this is that conversation coming to, opening that door to have that conversation, to be more emotionally intimate with each other. I do really feel is that's what this is all about, Virgo. It's all about emotional intimacy between you and this connection, and really unlocking that door to, open the door to have that conversation. Give this person, let them know what's troubling you, and open the door to that conversation, have that conversation, and it's going to lead to success. The key really does talk about success in all its forms, all right? So it's quite a successful connection by the vibe of that. You I just feel that your person's picking up on your energy a little bit, and they're wanting to have these conversations with you. All right. So just making sure, Virgo, that we're not being immature when we are talking to someone. Make sure we are being honest and open about our feelings and our emotional intimacy stuff. All right. Some of these things can be a little bit difficult to talk about, but if you're looking at this conversation as, it's a brand new opportunity. Like, look at it with this like childhood sense of amazement. Like, kids love to talk about things so that they can learn. All right. So I really feel that coming through strongly is have this conversation so you can both learn more about each other and how you want to deal with each other when it comes to, sharing that love and giving that love to each other, and everything will be successful at the end of the day. All right, there's a lot of love there. We do have the sun coming out. We've got the flowers, the lily, the heart, and the key all coming through. So some of the most positive cards coming through for this connection. So I just feel like we're just starting a new phase within this connection for a lot of you, where we are needing to sit down and have that communication and open our heart to this person just a little bit more, Virgo. What's going on under the surface of this connection, please, for Virgo? Okay, so this is you, Virgo, coming through here. Like I said, we do have I am not available. So you have not been emotionally available to this person as much as they would like you to be. All right, so just be aware that that is coming through. They are picking up on that energy as well, that, there's just a certain side of you that you've closed off to this person. And we see that again. I couldn't let you get too close to me. So you have been sort of keeping this person just at a little bit of a distance. Like you've kind of, I feel like you've let them in nearly 100% of the way, but it's just closing that gap, letting them in that last little bit, and making sure that you are letting them know that you are available to them on an emotional front. That you do love them and on all those sorts of things. I do just feel as though that's you, Virgo, coming through. Just holding back just a smidge from this connection. And I feel that the only thing holding you back is that mouse energy. All right. So something that's happened in the past when it comes to a love connection. Like I said, for some of you, that could even be this same love connection coming back around. But that they do feel as though there is just something holding you guys back from that full emotional intimacy. So it's just closing that gap and opening the door to, opening yourself to this person, and it will be successful. All right, I feel like you're totally safe to do so, Virgo. It's just a matter of allowing yourself. All right. But that's what I have for you today, Virgo. Of course, if that didn't resonate for you, feel free to check your other placements. But, make sure you do leave a like and subscribe. I do really appreciate your support. And I hope to see you all again soon.